If you're over 60 and nights have become unpredictable, waking up without knowing why, legs feeling restless, tingly, or uncomfortable, there's something important most people are never told. Sleep isn't just about resting your mind. Nighttime is when your nervous system is supposed to slow down and reset, especially the nerves in your legs. When that reset doesn't fully happen, sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented, even if you feel exhausted. Here's what surprises many seniors. These nighttime leg issues often aren't caused by injury or serious damage. They happen because the body stays slightly on when it should be powering down. Signals keep firing, muscles don't fully relax, nerves never quite get the calm they need to recover. What rarely gets explained is how sensitive the body becomes to evening signals as we age. What you drink at night can quietly help your nervous system settle or keep it alert without you realizing it. That's why many people wake up feeling like their legs never truly rested, even after hours in bed. In this video, we'll go through 9 nighttime drinks, ranked from gentle to most effective. Each one supports deep sleep and leg nerves in a different way. And one of the drinks near the top works in a way most sleep aids don't. And before we dive into the first drink on the list, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. This channel is designed for seniors to discover how simple food choices can lead to a powerful, healthy comeback. Let's start with drink number 9, valerian root tea. We're starting with valerian root tea because this one addresses a problem many seniors feel but rarely name. Here's the insight most people never hear. Sometimes leg discomfort at night isn't pain. It's overactive nerves that won't quiet down. Your body is tired, but the nervous system keeps sending awake signals, especially to the legs. That's when restlessness, buzzing, or that urge to move shows up. Valerian root helps by calming the nervous system, not by knocking you out, but by helping it slow its firing rate. Researchers studying sleep notice valerian doesn't act like a sedative. Instead, it helps the body shift into a deeper, calmer sleep state more naturally. This matters because many sleep aids make people drowsy but don't actually quiet nerve activity. Valerian works earlier in the process. It helps the nervous system stop overstimulating the legs in the first place. People who use valerian tea often describe it as feeling settled, not sleepy. Legs feel less jumpy. Falling asleep feels smoother instead of forced. A simple tip, valerian works best when taken about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. And you don't need a strong brew, mild is enough to support calm without feeling heavy. Valerian earns this spot because before nerves can heal, they have to power down. Next, we'll look at a drink that helps prevent nighttime leg issues caused by mineral shifts while you sleep. D rank number 8, coconut water. Next is coconut water, and this one solves a nighttime problem many seniors don't realize is happening while they sleep. Here's the insight most people are never told. During the night, your body quietly shifts fluids and minerals, and for some people over 60, that shift throws nerves off balance. That's when cramps, twitching, or sudden leg tightness show up out of nowhere. Coconut water helps by gently supporting electrolyte balance, especially potassium and magnesium. These minerals help nerves send smooth, steady signals instead of sharp, jumpy ones. When levels dip overnight, nerves can misfire, even if you felt fine during the day. This explains why plain water doesn't always help. Water hydrates, but it doesn't replace the minerals nerves rely on to stay calm. In some cases, too much water without minerals can actually dilute what's already low. Researchers studying muscle and nerve function have long known that even mild electrolyte shifts can trigger nighttime leg symptoms. Coconut water works because it restores balance without being harsh or stimulating. Most seniors notice the benefit as fewer sudden cramps or twitchy sensations that wake them up. Legs feel steadier through the night instead of tightening unexpectedly. One important tip, you don't need a full glass. A few small sips in the evening are enough. Too much liquid too close to bed can interrupt sleep for other reasons. Coconut water earns this spot because calm nerves need balance before anything else can work. Next, we'll talk about a drink that helps soothe irritation that builds up in nerves during the day. Drink number 7, ginger tea. Now let's talk about ginger tea, because this one helps with a problem that often begins during the day but shows up when you're trying to sleep. Here's something many seniors aren't told. Nerves can carry the day's physical irritation into the night. Hours of walking, standing, or even sitting can create subtle tension around the legs. You may not notice it right away, but once you lie down, that irritation makes it harder for the body to fully unwind. Ginger tea helps by easing that built-up physical discomfort. Researchers have found that ginger supports the body's natural calming response in tissues that feel tight, warm, or achy. That's why ginger has long been used when discomfort feels dull and lingering rather than sharp or sudden. Many people notice their legs feel lighter and less unsettled at night. That constant urge to move or shift positions fades sooner, making it easier to get comfortable. There's also a small bonus. Ginger helps the digestive system settle, which matters because digestive tension can quietly keep the nervous system alert when you're trying to sleep. Ginger isn't a sleep aid. Its role is different. It helps the body release the day's irritation so nerves aren't carrying that tension into the night. A simple tip, ginger tea works best earlier in the evening, not right before bed. That timing gives your body space to calm down before sleep takes over. Next, we'll look at a drink that helps signal the brain that it's finally safe to drift into deeper sleep. Drink number 6, chamomile tea. Now let's talk about chamomile tea, because this one works higher up, in the brain, not just the legs. Here's the insight many seniors never hear. Sometimes the problem isn't restless legs, it's a restless mind keeping the legs alert. Even when you're tired, the brain may not fully send the "I'd safe to sleep" signal. When that signal is weak, the body stays half awake and the legs feel it first. Chamomile helps by supporting those natural sleep signals. Researchers studying sleep patterns have found that chamomile interacts with receptors in the brain linked to relaxation. It doesn't force sleep. Instead, it gently nudges the brain toward a calmer state where deeper sleep can happen more naturally. Many people notice that falling asleep feels smoother. Thoughts slow down. The body doesn't feel like it's bracing for movement. Legs settle because the brain finally lets go. Chamomile also has a comforting ritual effect. The warmth, the smell, and the familiarity all reinforce the message that the day is over. That consistency matters more after 60 than most people realize. You don't need a strong brew. A mild cup about 30 minutes before bed is enough. Stronger isn't better here. Chamomile earns this spot because when the brain sends the right signals, the rest of the body can finally follow. Next, we'll talk about a drink that helps improve nighttime blood flow to the legs, something many seniors don't realize affects sleep. Drink number 5, pomegranate juice. Now let's talk about pomegranate juice, because this one solves a nighttime problem many seniors don't usually connect to sleep. Here's the insight most people never hear. Poor sleep can come from reduced nighttime blood flow to the legs. When circulation slows too much, nerves don't receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to fully relax and reset. That can show up as aching, heaviness, or that deep discomfort you can't stretch away. Pomegranate juice helps by supporting healthy blood flow even while the body is at rest. Researchers studying circulation have found that compounds in pomegranate help blood vessels stay flexible. This matters at night because circulation naturally slows when you lie down. If vessels are stiff, nerves may feel undersupported instead of soothed. Many seniors notice this as legs feeling lighter at night. That tired heaviness that makes you change positions fades, and sleep feels deeper because the body isn't quietly working to keep tissues comfortable. This isn't about drinking a large glass right before bed. Too much liquid can interrupt sleep for other reasons. A small amount of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice earlier in the evening works best and is usually enough. Pomegranate juice earns this spot because calm nerves depend on steady circulation, especially overnight when recovery should be happening. Next, we'll talk about a drink that helps muscles and nerves relax together, which can make a big difference for nighttime leg tension. Drink number 4, magnesium drink. Now let's talk about magnesium because this one works at a level many seniors don't realize affects sleep at all. Here's the insight most people are never told. Muscles and nerves are meant to relax together at night, and magnesium helps coordinate that. When magnesium runs low, muscles stay slightly tight and nerves stay slightly alert. That combination is perfect for nighttime cramps, twitching, and broken sleep. Magnesium helps by supporting true relaxation, not sedation. Researchers studying sleep and aging have found that magnesium plays an important role in how muscles release tension and how nerves slow their signaling. When levels drop, which is common after 60, the body struggles to fully let go, even when you're exhausted. Many seniors notice this as legs that won't completely relax. You lie down, but your calves feel tight. Toes twitch. Sleep feels shallow and easily interrupted. Magnesium helps smooth that transition so the body can settle more naturally. This usually means a small amount of magnesium powder mixed into warm water. One important note: while magnesium is a natural mineral, seniors who take medications or have kidney conditions should check with their healthcare provider first. Magnesium earns this spot because deep sleep depends on the body fully releasing tension. When muscles and nerves relax together, staying asleep becomes much easier. If this was helpful and you want to support the effort behind it, give this video a like and share it with someone you love. Next, we'll talk about a warm nighttime drink that supports repair while you sleep. Drink number 3, bone broth. Now let's talk about bone broth, because this one supports your body while you're asleep, not just how you fall asleep. Here's the insight many seniors are never told. Nighttime is when nerves and tissues do most of their repair. If the body doesn't have the right raw materials available, that repair stays incomplete and symptoms show up the next night. Bone broth helps by providing gentle building blocks during sleep. Researchers studying overnight recovery have found that certain amino acids and minerals are used most efficiently at night when the body shifts into repair mode. Bone broth delivers these in a warm liquid form that's easy to digest, which matters more after 60. Many seniors notice this as fewer nighttime wake-ups and legs that feel more supported by morning. Not dramatic changes, just a sense that the body handled the night better. Another benefit is warmth. Warm liquids signal safety and relaxation to the nervous system. That combination, nourishment plus warmth, makes bone broth especially comforting in the evening. One important detail: choose low-sodium bone broth. Too much salt at night can interrupt sleep or increase thirst, which defeats the purpose. You don't need a large amount. A small cup in the evening is enough to support overnight repair without feeling heavy. Bone broth earns this spot because calm sleep isn't just about shutting down, it's about giving the body what it needs to quietly rebuild. Next, we'll talk about a drink that helps calm deeper irritation that can wake nerves during the night. Drink number 2, turmeric milk. Now let's talk about turmeric milk, often called golden milk, because this one helps with a deeper problem that quietly disrupts sleep. Here's the insight many seniors are never told. Some nighttime leg discomfort comes from low-level inflammation that never fully settles down. It's not sharp pain. It's that dull, uncomfortable feeling that keeps nerves slightly irritated, making it hard to stay asleep. Turmeric milk helps by calming that deeper irritation. Researchers studying turmeric have found that its natural compounds support the body's ability to quiet inflammatory signals. When those signals soften, nerves aren't as reactive, and the body can move into deeper rest instead of staying on edge. Many seniors notice this as fewer wake-ups caused by discomfort. Legs feel less sensitive. Sleep feels heavier and more continuous, not easily broken by small sensations. Turmeric milk also works through warmth and routine. The act of sipping something warm in the evening sends a signal that the day is winding down. When paired with turmeric, that calming effect goes deeper. One simple tip: turmeric works best when paired with a pinch of black pepper. You don't need to think about why. It simply helps the body use turmeric more effectively. You don't need a large mug. A small cup in the evening is enough. Turmeric milk earns this spot because when deep irritation quiets, nerves finally get the chance to rest. Next, we'll move to the final drink, the one most closely linked to deep sleep and overnight nerve recovery. Drink number 1, tart cherry juice. Now we've reached the top of the list, and this one earns the number 1 spot because it works with a system your body already relies on for deep sleep. Here's the insight most seniors are never told. After 60, the body naturally produces less melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that tells your brain it's time to enter deep, restorative sleep, the kind of sleep where nerves finally slow down and repair can happen. When melatonin drops, sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented, and easier to break. Tart cherry juice helps by supporting natural melatonin levels. Researchers studying sleep patterns have found that tart cherries are one of the few foods naturally linked to melatonin production. Instead of forcing sleep, they help strengthen a signal your body already understands. That's why the sleep that follows often feels deeper and more settled. Many seniors notice this as fewer wake-ups during the night. Falling back asleep feels easier. Legs feel calmer and less reactive because the nervous system stays in repair mode longer. This isn't about drinking a large glass before bed. Too much liquid can interrupt sleep for other reasons. A small amount earlier in the evening works best, giving the body time to respond naturally. Tart cherry juice earns the top spot because deep sleep is when nerve healing happens. When the sleep signal is strong, the entire system finally gets the rest it's been missing. Next, let's talk about how to use this list simply, without overthinking it or trying to do everything at once. Here's what I want you to remember most. Waking up at night with leg discomfort doesn't mean your body is failing you. Often, it means your nervous system isn't getting the right signals to fully settle and repair. And the encouraging part is this. Small, steady changes really can help. You don't need to try all 9 drinks. In fact, trying to do too much at once is one of the most common mistakes. The body responds better to calm, consistent support than big changes that don't last. If you want a simple place to start, choose one drink that felt familiar or stood out to you and try it a few evenings this week. That's enough. One small thing to avoid, don't introduce new drinks too late at night. Earlier in the evening usually works better and helps prevent unnecessary wake-ups. Progress often shows up quietly. Many people notice it when they wake up and realize they didn't think about their legs during the night, or when falling back asleep feels easier and less stressful. Those moments matter. As always, this video is for education and support. If you have health conditions or take medications, checking with your healthcare provider is a wise step. Now, we'd love to hear from you, and I personally read every comment. Which drink are you most curious to try first? Share below. We're building a community here for strong comebacks. So subscribe and hit the bell icon, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Remember this, you're not broken. You're learning how to support your body better, and that's something you can start tonight. Join me in the next video. I've got more surprises waiting for you.